Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Devabrata, and today I will show you how to do the Python stuff for loops. So before that, I will not waste my time by introducing me. So it will be good if you visit my blog. You will get all the details about me. So if all the links are provided on this detail section of this YouTube video. Okay. So one suggestion from my side is never waste the time. I am a slow learner and I started learning computer from third year in my college days. I have not learned computer in my school days. So I will suggest you do not waste time because time is precious. Okay, so let's directly move into the for loop thing. So today we will learn for loop in Python. So I have segregated for loop in 3 chapters. One is for loop series. So today it will be for loop series, the first chapter of for loop. The other chapters are for loop pattern and for loop application. Okay, so you can find those in the different videos. So today in for loop series, there are 7 different topics we will learn. 7 small topics, and to start for loop series, I think you do not need any prior knowledge. If you have, I will suggest you to forget those those knowledge and start it fresh. So okay, so without wasting time, we are directly moving into the topic 1. So suppose, how do you print 10 natural numbers in Python? What is the way? And one more thing, if you do not have any Python compiler in your machine, so do not worry. Go to Google and type online Python compiler. Okay, it will directly goes into several online Python compiler. So you can go into any one of them. Let me direct go into the online gdb.com, and here you can write your code like print hello world and just run it. You will see the output below. So it is the easiest way to run your Python compiler. So okay, so first, so how to print these 10 natural numbers in your Python compiler? So till now, if we do not know the for loop program, so what will I do? I will just write print, let me write it, the code print 1, then print 2, print 3, kind of that. So it will be a hectic job. So suppose anyone says print all the natural number till 100. So what we'll do? So it should not be the right way to type all the numbers like this, right? So it should not be the good way. So for that, we will use for loop. So what is the syntax of the for loop? It is for, you have to take one variable. I think you all know about the variable, what is variable. So the syntax is kind of like this. I in range 1 to 11. The most important thing where people do mistakes, here the second number is, you have to take always 10 plus 1, one extra value. Please remember, one extra value always. Okay, so here we need to print 1 to 10. So we have to write 1 to 10 plus 1. Okay, plus 1. Remember it. Okay, so and you have to press a colon. Sorry, you have to give a colon and just print the value of I. That would be enough. Okay, let's run it quickly. Look, it is giving 1 to 10. Okay, so you do not need to write 10 plus 1. If you can remember that one extra value thing, you can write 1 comma 11 itself. Okay, let me run once again. Okay, so this is the starting value and this is the ending value plus 1. So what will happen if I give 15? So if I give 15, it will give 1 to 14. Please remember, one extra value is added here. So if we need to print it till 15, we need to give it 16. Okay, 1 to 16. Look, it will print 1 to 15. Okay, if we go up, if we scroll up, it is 1 to 15. Okay, fine. So let's move to our topic. So we have successfully printed 10 natural numbers. Okay, So what is the benefit of for loop? It is the repetitive work, no meaning to write the same line multiple times, and solution for more complex work. So today we will see how to print more complex work. Okay. So how to print the natural numbers till 100. So I think we will be able to do that right now. So any range we can give. So instead of 100, we can give 101. Look, it will print all the 100 numbers. If you scroll up here, it will print all the 100 numbers. Okay. So you can do the same in your Python compiler. If anything is already installed, you can refer to that. I am doing this in browser just because of many of you may or may not have the Python compiler installed in your machine. So it is the easiest way. So today we will only focus on the logic. So if we can do the logic in here in the browser, we will be able to do the same in the Python compiler as well. Okay. So anyway. So it is actually interpreted, but okay, we will not go into that topic today. So how to print all the even numbers till 50? That is the interesting one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and dot 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 50. So the easiest way to do is start from 2. It will be till 51, one extra value. And after these two numbers, we have to put a comma, and I have to give a step number. Step number means we will go with step 2. Means after 2, it will be 4 plus 2, it will be 6, kind of that. So this number indicates the number of steps, means number we will jump. So let's see 2 to 51 with step 2. Let's see. Yeah, it is printing the even number correctly. Look. 246. Okay, let us do some more examples. Okay, how to print all odd numbers till n. So n will be given by the user. So we do not know what is the range. So I will ask user. I think you all know how to take the input from user. So if you do not know, this is a simple syntax how you can take the input from user. So enter the limit, I can say. So user will give a value and it will be stored into n, inside n. So I will give n plus 1 again, one extra value. So I will start from 1 and step 2. Every time it will goes like 1 to 3, 3 to 5, like that. Okay, let me quickly run the program. Enter the limit. Okay, let me choose a number like 20. So I need all the odd numbers till 20, means it will be 19 till 19. Let's see. Yeah, it is giving the correct result. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and daughter 19. Okay. So yeah, it is printing correctly. So how to print all the even numbers till 50 in reverse order? So it is pretty interesting. So even numbers till 50. Okay. So let me in the question they do not ask about the limit. So it is straight cut. They have mentioned it should be till 50, but in the reverse order. So now we have to start it from 50 and up to 2. But remember what I said, like one extra value. So it will be like -1, means till 1 I have to write. You can write 2 minus 1 because we are going downwards. So one extra value means we will not go till 2, it will be till 1. So you can write 2 minus 1 or you can write 1 because we are decreasing and the step value will be -2. Okay, please remember this, step value will be -2 because we are decreasing. Okay, so let me print it quickly. Look, it is giving the all even numbers in reverse order, 50, 48, 46, kind of that. Okay, and for more clear clarification, if I give the -3, look what will happen, it will be 50, 47, kind of that. Okay, but here in the question they have asked for the all even number, so I will put -2 only. Okay, so that is the for loop series. So today we will learn how to print this several for loop series successfully. Okay, so today we will learn small topics, small 7 topics. There should not be much. So first topic is printing in numbers. We have already printed in numbers, but look it carefully. Can you print now 7, 11, 15, 19 till 50? Okay, look. I think you will be able to print it now. Let me look. It is still 50. So I have to give 51. It is starting from 7. Yeah, I have given 7 correctly. And the difference is 7 to 11. 11 to 15 means 4 difference. So I have to give 4 here. It is the easiest one. We have already learned. Let's see. Yeah, it is giving the correct result till 50. Okay, the next number here after 47, it will be 51. So it is as mentioned in the question, it should be less than 50. So it is printing it correctly. Okay, now what to do? Now printing n numbers. Now if the question changes like this, printing a series with n values or n terms. What does it mean? 7, 11, 15, 19 till 10 terms. So we do not know where exactly this 10 term means will end. So we will not calculate. So what is the 10th term? So rather than that, I will do one thing. I will keep a value a, and a will be iterating till 1 to 11. No step value. So what it will give? It will iterate this for loop 10 times. A in range 1 to 11. And I will passing the value of I. So the starting value of I should be 7. Every time I will print I means 7, and it will every time it will be I equals to I plus 4. Yeah, the gap was 4. So look, what is the functionality of this variable A? A is just controlling the for loop, because if you run this for loop for A in range 1 to 11, it will only iterate for 10 times. And I am doing one uh, update, like I am putting the value of I inside. So you can do these things. So whenever it will ask, whenever in your question paper or in the problem, it will be asked to print 10 terms. So I will use a separate variable A, which will run 10 times. And in meanwhile, I will print the value of I. I will not print A. A will be just there to control the loop. Okay. So yeah, let me check if it is printing the 10 numbers or not. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is printing the 10 numbers, and 10th number is ending at 43. So we do not need to calculate. So if we need 15 numbers to be printed, so one extra value, 1 to 16, yeah, means 15 values will be, means the loop will be iterating for 15 times, and meanwhile we will be getting the 15 different values of I, and the value 15th value of this series is 63. So we are not calculating. Okay. So the topic 1 is ended. It is very quick. We will quickly cover all the topic 1. Okay, we have another one. Okay, if anyone asks, okay, interesting one. If anyone asks 3, 9, 27, 81 dot 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 n terms, it is pretty interesting, because every time it is multiplying the next number with 3. Okay, 3 into 3, it becoming 9. 9 into 3, it is becoming 27. 27 into 3, it is becoming 81. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, and how many numbers? N terms. Okay, let me quickly take an input. N equals to input. You know the way how to print, how to take input. Enter the number of terms. Okay, it will be given by the user. Okay, so A will be iterating for n terms, means n plus 1. And what is the series? Starting from 3. So okay, the value of I, because it is the value of I will be printed at last. So I am giving the value of I as 3. Every time it will be printing 3, and after that I will be I into 3. Okay. I think it is you are able to understand that the starting value of I is 3. It will be printing the value of I every time, and after printing, the value of I will be incremented by 3. Okay, let me run. Number of terms. Okay, number of terms. Say I will give 5 terms only, and it will be like 3, 9, 27, 81, and 243. Let me run it again. Let me give the number of terms as 10. So it will give this series. Okay. So I'm not going to calculate, or I am not going to think what will be the value, what will be the 10th value. So it will be automatically calculated. Okay. So I think now topic 1 is ended. Yeah, it is done. So topic 2, quickly moving into the topic 2. Oh, what is the topic 2? Okay, combination of positive and negative numbers. Okay. So it is asking 7 minus 11, 15 minus 19 till 10 terms. Okay. Let me delete the n terms now. So first, whenever it will be asking to print a plus minus combination, we will first focus on the series. Series means 7, 11, 15, 19. We will not focus on the sign. So first we will print the series 7, 11, 15, 19 till 10 terms. I think it is already done. Okay, let me do some modification. Yeah, 7 to 11. Yeah, gap is 4. So I equals to I plus 4. And n will not be there. It will be 10. 10 terms. Yeah, 10 terms. So I will iterating it 10. I do not need to give 10 plus 1. It should be 11. So yeah, I will be starting from 3 and plus 4. I think you all know this series. Yeah, it is the printing. It is printing the series successfully. But we need to keep some plus and minus in between. So what to do to put that plus and minus? You can see every even terms it is giving the minus value. So a, what will be the value of a here in this for loop? A will be starting from 1 and it will be iterating till 10. So the first value of first value of a is 1. After that the value of a is 2, a is 3, a is 4, kind of that. Okay. So whenever the value of a will be, how can because there is no other way to recognize the even terms, we can use a. So whenever a is even, okay, I think you all know how to use if. Whenever a is even, I will print minus I, and else I will print plus I. That's all. That's all we need to do. Okay, and I is independent. It is incremented by 4 each time. So while means instead of printing print I am using two different statements. Whenever the value of a is even, I will print minus I. Whenever value of a is odd, I will print plus I. Okay, let me check if it is giving the correct answers or not. Yeah, it is giving the correct answer. Okay, so if you feel like I am going faster or you are not able to cope it up, I will suggest you to pause the video, look at the program, do it by your hand, and then I think you will be able to understand. Okay, move slowly if I am bit fast. Okay. Okay, anyway, so let me check the next series. Okay, it is 7 minus 11, 15 minus 19 till 50. Okay, now it is asking for the means I need to print the series till 50. So first, what I have told you, first concentrate to print the series. Means 7, 11, 15, 19 till 50. Let me delete everything quickly. So it will be again the loop of I for I in range, because it is no number of terms has been mentioned. So it will be starting from 7 till 50 means 51, and it is incremented by 4 every time. Okay, print I. Yeah, let me look if it is giving the old series. Yeah, it is giving me the correct series 7, 11, 15, 19 kind of. But I need to print it for the odd even positions. I need to print it minus, and for the odd I need to print positive value. So what I will do, I do not have any way to recognize which one is the even term and which one is the odd term. So what I will do, I will introduce a. Okay, and here a will be incremented 1. Okay, and in between, so the value of a will be 1. After that the value of a will be 2. After that the value of a will be 3, kind of that. So again I have the value of a in my hand. So a percentage stay equals to 0. Then I will print minus I, else I will print plus I. I think that's all. That's all we need to do. Okay, let me run it quickly. Yeah, it is giving the desired output. Yeah, it is giving 7 minus 11 till 50. Yeah. Okay, good, I guess. So what is there in topic 2? It is, okay, another series 7, 11. Okay, so before doing that, before doing the last series, I want to show you another thing. Like I can maintain this plus minus thing. There is another way. Like I can introduce p equals to 1. Okay, and every time I can do print. If you love mathematics, then you can follow. Otherwise, you ignore this approach. I will do I into P, and every time P equals to P into -1. I am not good at mathematics, so I will not force you to do this approach. So if you are not good at mathematics, or if you do not like mathematics, you can skip, because yeah, first let me check. Yeah, it is giving the correct answer, because every time the value of P is getting -1, and after that -1 into -1, it is becoming 1, and again 1 into -1 is -1. So you can skip this topic, because it is not useful in the for the third series, like 7, 11, -15. In case of series number 1 and 2, you can apply this P equals to P into -1 approach. But for the series like this, where every third term is minus, you cannot apply this. Okay. So I am moving back to my old approach. Yeah. So it is 10 terms again. So for 10 terms, first what I will do, I have already told you, I will first print the series for A in range, because it is 10 terms. So 1 into 11, 1 to 11, and I will print I, and the value of I is starting from 7, okay, and increasing by 4. Let me put that, and the starting value of I will be 7. So I think this will print the series successfully without the signs. Okay. So now every third term is minus. So what I will do, if A percentage 3 equals to 0, means if A is divisible by 3, then only print minus I. Means whenever the value of A is 3 or 6 or 9, then only print I, minus I. Otherwise, else print I. Okay, it should work. Let's see. Yeah, look, every third term it is giving minus. Okay, so I think we have covered up the topic 2. Okay, let's move to topic 3. It is the incremented difference. Okay, so we altogether we have 7 topics. So incremented difference means 5, 6, 8. Okay, look, the difference between 5 and 6 is 1. The difference between 6 and 8 is 2. 8 and 11, difference is 3. So the difference is increasing. Okay, so for 10 terms, what I will do, we are good enough. 1 to 11, it will print 10 terms. But the series will be starting from 5. I am deleting these parts. We do not require. So, okay, now, okay, let me write the print statement first, because anyhow we will print I. So we cannot write this I equals to I plus 1, because first, if you check first two values, it is increasing by 1. If you check second and third value, 6 and 8, it is increasing by 2. If you check third and fourth value, it is increasing by 3. So the difference, we cannot write it is 1. So we will take another variable. It's all about logic. Okay. You can solve this program anywhere, in any compiler or anywhere. You can solve it using any language, might be Java or C or C++, but you have to concentrate on the logic first. If you are able to do the logic, if you by yourself, then I think it is good enough. Okay, so here I will increment the values, the value of I by t, and okay, it is giving some garbage value. Okay, d is enough. Okay, what is giving? Okay, so I equals to I plus d, and every time the value of d will be incremented by 1, because for at first d means difference. Okay, so it will be easier for me to understand and for you as well. So d means difference. At first the difference was 1. After that, every time the difference was incremented by 1. So let me run it. Yeah, look, 5, 6, 8, 11, it is giving the correct result. Okay, fine. So let me move into the second series. What is there? It is 1, 4, 9, 16 till 10 terms. So it is starting from 1. Look it carefully. The difference is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. After that, difference is 4 plus 5. Okay. So a difference is increasing by 2. Okay. So the difference, the first value difference is 3. Look it carefully. And the difference each time, the difference is increasing by 2. Means the difference is first 3, D is 3, after that D will be 5, after that D will be 7, like that. Okay. If you are not able to get it, because I think I am showing it quickly, so I will prefer to pause the video, to go back and check again, do it means in your compiler, okay, and run it, execute that, and then move to the next problem. Okay, so it will be helper, it will help you. Okay, so look, 5 8. Okay, I did some mistake, I guess. Okay, I is starting from 5. Okay, I forgot to update it. So here in this series, I will be starting it. I will be starting from 1. Okay, so let me run now. Yeah, it is giving the correct value, 1 4 9 16 25. So this is the logic of incremented value. So I think we are done. Okay, so before moving to the next topic, I want to show another shortcut, like 1 4 9 16, how you can print it. So we can print it more easily, like we can just write a into a, because the value of a is 1, the value of a is 2, after that the value of a is 3. So it will be good if we write a into a. Look, it is another way. So you can follow multiple ways to print a series, to solve a logic. So but you have to do it by yourself, you have to learn to do it. Okay, so after the YouTube video, we have a exercise, you can do it by yourself. All the details are given in the detail section of this video. Okay, so special series, we only have one topic here, one problem here, 222 222 till n terms. So okay, n terms means we will take input from user. Okay, user, please enter the number of terms. Okay, and we will iterating the value of a till n plus 1, and I will print what I will print, the 222. Okay, so it is also mathematical, but you do not need to do mathematics by your own. Computer will do that for you. Okay, use the brain of computer. Okay, you do not need to do anything by yourself, just write the logic. So I will be 2, I will print the value of I, and after that the value of I will be incremented by I into 10 plus 2. Look, 2 into 10 plus 2 means 22. 22 into 10 plus 2 means 222. Okay, this is the simple mathematics we did in. Okay, so let me give 5 terms. I only need to print 5 terms. Look, it is printing the series correctly. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention. If you want to print these numbers in a same line, what to do? So just put a comma and put end equals to space. That's all you need to do. No logic, nothing. You have to just write this line. Look, okay, I am giving 1 second. Okay, I am giving 6 this time. Look, it is being printed in the same line. Okay, just need to print, just need to give a comma end equals to space. Okay, for the time being we can remove it. Okay, but you can use it in your program. Okay, so topic 4 is okay, done. It is quick. So topic 5, we have to cover topic 7 topics. So Fibonacci series, it is super important for your exam, super important. So series like 0 1 1 2 3 5 8. So look how the series is going on. So first two values are fixed, 0 and 1. The third value is coming after getting the sum of first two values. So 0 plus 1 is 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2. Go slowly. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 5 plus 3 plus 5 is 8, and accordingly. Okay, so we will start with the first two values, 0 and 1. After that, all the values can be calculated. Okay, so let's move to our program. Okay, it is saying 10 terms. Let me delete everything. So for a in range 1 to 11 for 10 terms. Okay, and I will take the first value as 0, y as the second value, it is 1, it is 1. And now what I will do, whenever I will be inside, I will be there inside the loop, I will quickly print the value of x. So 0 will be printed. After that, I will try to find the third term, because first two term we have with us. 0 is the first term, y is the second term, that is 1. So I will now try to find the third term. So let it be sum. Sum equals to x plus y, sorry. So x plus y equals to sum, means sum will be 0 plus 1 equals to 1. So the value of sum will be 1. Okay. So after that, because we have already printed the value of x will take the value of y. Okay. It is an auto correction they are giving. Okay. Y will take the value of sum. That is simple. X will take the value of y, means x will take 1, and y will take the value of sum. Sum is again 1. So in the next turn, x will be 1, y will be 1. Look, let me quickly run the series. Yeah, it is giving the correct answer. So whenever, look at this phase, whenever the value of x is, the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 3, the sum will be 5. Sum will be 5. So x will take the value of y, that is 3, and y will take the value of sum, that is 5. So that's all we need to do. We need to do this iteratively. So the whole series will be printed. So this is super important in your school syllabus or college question paper. Okay. So topic 5 we are done. We are moving a bit quickly. The topic 6 is compound series. So if anyone asks to print 5 plus 6, 7 plus 7, 9 plus 8, a series, a complex series like this. So how to print that? First, you need to check how the values are changing. So look, the first term of each numbers or each term, the first value is 5, then 7, then 9. So it is incrementing by 2. And the second value, 6, 7, 8, it is incremented by 1. So it is asking for 10 terms. Okay, so again, what I will do, I will take two different value. Okay, let me delete this. I will take x as, okay, let me check the series. It is 5 and 6. Okay, so x is starting from 5, y is starting from 6. Every time I will print the value of x, comma, okay, it is a plus in between x and y. Okay, and x, every time x is getting incremented by 2, as we have checked. Okay, let me check. Yeah, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so x will be incremented by 2 and y will be incremented by 1. Okay, let me check the series now if it is giving the correct answer or not. Simple one. Yeah, 5 plus 6, 7 plus 7, 9 plus 8. Okay, very good. So now print the series 1 by 2, 1 by 4. It is easier one again. So 10 terms, and look, the value in denominator, it is getting 1 by 1 means 1, then 2, then 4. So it will be good if we take the value of x only. We do not require the value of y. So x is 1. So what I will print? I will print 1 by every time, and it will be x. And the value of x will be incremented by 1. Okay, let have a look. Yeah, it is giving it correctly. Okay, 1 by 1, 1 by 2, kind of. Okay, give me a space in between, so it will be in a good manner. Okay, fine. So we have covered this topic as well. So last topic is to get the sum. Whatever we have did, whatever from the very starting, whatever we have done. So if anyone asks, like, I need the sum of first 10 natural number, I need the sum of first 10 even numbers, I need the sum of say first all the even numbers till 50. So what will I do? Okay, so let's look. Let's start from the series 7, 11 that we have done earlier. So let me first print this series till 50 they have asked for. Okay, let me delete it quickly because this is our last topic. Please listen carefully. Okay, so we will be done. 7 to 50 and 51. I have to take one extra value, and step 4 because it is jumping 4 values. Okay, I forgot to get the column. Yeah. So print I. So this will print the series. So always first print the series. Okay, it is giving the series correctly. Now I will think for getting the sum. So there are 3 steps only. There are only 3 steps. First step is you have to introduce a value, introduce a variable, say sum, and the starting value of the sum will be 0. Whatever you are printing, the step 2, whatever your first step is, sum equals to 0, you have to put. Okay, blindly you have to put sum equals to 0. Second step, whatever you are printing, do not print it. Just put a sum equals to sum plus. Put it inside the variable sum. Means here we are printing I. So what I will do? I will do sum equals to sum plus I. This part is fixed. Sum equals to sum plus. That is the step 2. Okay. And after the loop, okay, if you give a tab, it will goes inside the everything will goes inside the for loop. But if you do not give the tab, so it comes under outside of that for loop. Okay, it will not be inside the for loop. So because we have not given this tab, if you give this tab, it will goes inside the for loop. If you do not give this tab, because for loop and this print is in the same line, so it is the in the outside of the it do not it is not inside the for loop. Okay, so here I will print the result, the sum, or the result is sum. So I will print the sum only. Okay, let's look. You can calculate it in your calculator. I'm not going to calculate. It will be somewhere 297. Okay, so 297. So the step again, the first step is to put sum equals to 0. Second step is whatever you are printing inside the for loop, just need to put it sum equals to sum plus. Do not print anything, just put sum equals to sum plus that value. Okay, and after the for loop, you have to print the sum. Okay, that's the 3 steps to print this series. Okay, print the sum of the series 7, 11. Okay, so to first I will concentrate to print the series 7, 11, 15, 19, 10 terms. Okay, so 10 terms means I have to take I separately. A in range 1 to 11 colon and print. I will print I, and the value of I will be incremented by 4. Okay, so print I. So now I need to get the sum. So first step, put sum equals to 0. Second step, I cannot print I. It will be sum equals to sum plus I. Okay, and after the for loop, print the sum is sum. Okay, look, it will give the correct result. Again, you can test it, validate my result using your calculator. Okay, so quickly go into the next series. It is a plus minus series. So we have already printed this plus minus series. Again, I will do the same thing. I will first try to print the series, then I will write this statement. Okay, let me put a hash here. Hash means I'm not going to execute that line. Okay, you can put a hash to skip that line. Okay, so 7, 11 minus 15. Okay, so every third term is minus. Okay, so if a percentage 3 equals to 0, so print minus I at that time, and else we have already solved this problem earlier. So print I. So I hope we have not made any mistake. Yeah, 7, it is printing it correctly. So what I will do, simple step, sum equals to 0 at the first line. Next step, it is saying whenever you are printing, do not print, rather put it inside sum. means sum equals to sum plus. And here the same logic again, sum equals to sum plus. Okay, and here at the last we need to print the sum. Okay, so let's see what will be the answer. It is 88. I do not know. Please again validate the same in your calculator with the help of your calculator. Next series is the 1, 4, 9, 16, 10 terms. Okay, that was the interesting one. Okay, let me do that quickly. Let me put a hash first to skip this line. Okay, so what will be the series? It will be something like 1 to 11, one extra value. Print A into A. I think we have checked this series earlier. So first, again, let me quickly print it. Yeah, it is printing it correctly. So to get the sum, what I need to do, sum equals to 0. Rather printing, here we are printing A into A. So we will just put A into A inside sum. That's all. No need to use your brain at all. So whatever we are printing, put that part into the sum and print the sum. Again, I do not know what will be the answer. Okay, it is giving 385 something. You can validate it using your calculator. Okay. Okay, we are almost done. The last series is 222, 222 n terms. Okay, fine. Again, I will do the same thing. I will put a hash. I will first print the series. Okay, it is n terms. Okay, n terms. Fine. N terms. Okay, I will take an input from user. Please enter the number of terms. Sorry. Okay, for A equals to 1 in range 1 to n plus 1. Yeah, n terms I'm going to print. And the series is 222, 222. Okay, every time I'm checking the slide because I need to print it correctly. Okay, print I, it will print 2. And the next time the value of I will be incremented by, we have already done this, I into 10 plus 2. Yeah, let me first check if it is printing the series correctly or not. Okay, okay, I made a mistake. Okay, A in range. Okay, sorry. I hope, yeah. Let me give 7. Yeah, it is giving the correct series. So now what I will do, the same thing is sum equals to 0. And whatever I am printing I will put it inside the sum. Sum equals to sum plus I. You can put the bracket or you can skip the bracket. Doesn't matter actually. So print the sum. That's all. 3 simple steps. Okay. So let me put a small number like 3. Yeah, look, it is giving the correct result because 222 plus 22 plus 2 is equal to 246. We can validate it now. Okay. So we are done. Oh no, we have another series. I think you will be able to do this one. Okay, let me do it quickly. We have done all the series, so why not this one? 10 terms. So for A in range 1 to 11. Okay, the same thing. 5 and 6. So x, the value of x will be 5. The value of y will be 6. And rather printing x and y separately, what I will do, I am trying to solve it directly. Okay, so sum plus x plus y. So both the things will be getting into the sum, and the initial value of sum will be 0 as usual, and the value of x will be incremented by 2, I guess so. Yeah, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, I'm correct. So y will be incremented by 1. Okay, and after the loop, simply I will print the series. The sum, okay, the series is comma sum. Okay, I do not know what will be the answer. It is giving something 245. You can validate it by yourself. Okay, so I think now it is done because there is no more space below. Yeah, we are done. So I will request you to join our Facebook group, and you can find one album there named Basic Exercise. basic exercise, chapter 3.1 for loop series. You can solve that and send it to me to this email ID. And if you want to go through the study materials, the same thing in the written format, you can visit this blogspot. Okay, all the details are provided in the video itself. Okay, and if you have any doubt or anything, you can put a comment below this YouTube video. I will try to solve your problem, and even you can send a mail to me or WhatsApp or Facebook. Send a message to WhatsApp or Facebook. All the details will be mentioned in the uh, detail section. Okay, and for more upcoming videos, you can follow this channel. Okay, so yeah, share your comments. Is it helpful or not for you? Okay, so in the next class we will be doing the for loop patterns. Pattern means start, 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 those kind of thing. Okay, in the next class or in the next video, we will check how to solve those for loop patterns. Okay, okay. Good luck. Solve by your own. Okay, solve all the problems I have shown you in your compiler, in your Python compiler. I think it will work. Okay. In case of any doubt, you can reach out to me. Okay, bye. Thank you.